welcome back to the channel and another DMK video. So today I'm going to be working on unlocking Tony from the brand new permanent content storyline Lady and the Tramp. So in this past update we got a whole bunch of great new characters. I have brought in Tramp and Trusty so far, and again today I'm going to be working on unlocking Tony. Now the thing is though, before we get into all the gameplay, I need you guys to check out all of my social media links in the description below, especially my Twitch page. We're playing and streaming almost every single day, so make sure you guys head over there for lots and lots of exciting fun in the chat and also in the actual game. We're playing a lot of Fortnite right now. A new season is literally about to drop this coming Friday, so I'm super duper excited for the brand new battle pass and everything. So yeah, it's a great time if you guys are new and you're like, I've been debating on this for a while. Now is the time, guys, to kind of get your hands in there. New season, all of our like XP and our levels, they all restart and everything, so it's a perfect time for you guys to join me and start playing Fortnite. I'm still learning, so having lots of fun doing that with you guys. Some really awesome wins happen and some very unfortunate losses do too. But that being said, let's start with DMK. Let's do it. Okay, so I just got a special chance reward in my attraction enchantment chest, not Splash Mountain again. It's driving me crazy. I am missing Splash Mountain. It's the only thing I'm missing from the attraction enchantment chest right now. Obviously, you know, blueprints are helpful and everything, of course, for the attraction enchantments and stuff like that. However, I'm, as you guys may know already, a little less than thrilled with that whole attraction enchantment thing. I mean, it's a good idea, but for a player like me who's a little bit farther along, it's not as useful, especially because I find that it's too difficult to get the attractions to be like really useful for you and your characters and stuff like that, to be able to help them with like the tokens and stuff to level up. It's obviously going to be useful for magic, just that little bit more every single time. However, I just feel like even still, like with Star Wars and stuff, like I'm never going to be able to get it to the, you know, the max enchantment and stuff like that by the time I actually get to you know, to that point. Like, it's not going to be useful for me with the tokens. So it's kind of unfortunate that I'm not even going to be able to do that with like one attraction without like spending loads of gems and money and stuff like that. It'd literally be insane. Like, it wouldn't be worth it for anyone. But the thing is, it's just like, I just think they need to lower things a little bit so it's a little bit more realistic for us to actually be able to do that whole thing. Because as you guys may know, it's like over 100 to get to the 4th enchantment. I mean, yeah, just for relics, like, yeah, no, I mean, again, maybe one attraction will be able to do it, but all of them, I'd be surprised if one person could do that without, again, spending a load of gems and real money. If you do, then, well, that's entirely your business, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to start with a bit of dialogue here to sort of kick off Tony and everything. Now, I realize that I said Tony and like my phone thought I was speaking to her. I can't say her name because she'll just be like, you know, sorry, I didn't catch that or whatever. It's like, stop. Okay, so we're at Tony's restaurant right now and Trip was in there for a little visit. Nothing. Well, no caller anyway. I did find a couple of choice bones out by the trash though. He needs to get inside the restaurant, that's the only thing. But mind you, he does have his own table outside, so it's not too bad. Trust me, you haven't lived if you've never been back behind Tony's place after he's made beef stock. No, I can't quite say that I have, but I will take your word for it, Tramp. I'm assuming Dante and Pluto might come visit, but... Say, maybe Tony picked up the collar after we left. I mean, he's a human. They do things like that. It's called Put Them in the Lost and Found. And I'm sure Tony would have just like kept it because it was ladies. Quest complete. The private entrance. He's probably keeping it safe for us right now. I'll go ask him. But we need Tony to be able to do that, I'm assuming. unless he's got like some telepathy stuff going on with Tony. But, you know, I don't think that's it. I don't. All right, so we got more dialogue here though, apparently. Tony should be at the restaurant any minute now to get the coffee going and the bread in the oven. Coffee, bread. What is it? There's this funny thing like a while ago. It's like, what do you dip bread in? It's like anything more liquidy than bread. Anyways, a little French joke. If he's got Lady's collars stashed away in his lost and found, I'll find out soon. So we've got that kind of friendship. Welcome, a restaurateur. Welcome, Tony. We've finally done it, guys. Wasn't too many quests. It was actually really easy. Just do the quest and then kind of get to this point. So let's talk about Tony. What do we need for our chef? Because you know what? I am not against having a chef cook me some pasta in the kingdom. And I heard he's been, he's pretty good at it too. All right, so it looks like we are going to need 30 of the pasta or the spaghetti. I have 40, but if I level up Tramp or anything, that'll take away from it. So Tony's accordion. So it looks like we've got Trusty, working sniffer for 4 hours. We've got Tramp, private entrance, 6 hours. Mowgli, lost in a look. Okay, whatever, 8 hours. Didn't realize the quest was called that. And then visit Strange Kingdom. Okay, with Rapunzel and Flynn, 12 hours. That's gonna interfere probably a bit with working with Pascal and stuff. Tony's restaurant. Apparently, we know it drops like every 8 hours, but there are some requirements for that one. It needs to reach the 3rd enchantment. That would require getting some relics. I haven't got any Lady and the Tramp ones just yet, so yeah. Has anybody been able to enchant Tony's restaurant, even to the 1st enchantment yet? Let me know in the comment section below. Cook up a feast, so that's going to be Tony, but he has 3 requirements. Obviously, one of them is probably going to be to welcome him, because we haven't quite done that yet. So, welcome Tony, upgrade Tony to a level 3. Okay, and then what enchantment does this attraction have to be? Unless it's a different one, but I'm pretty sure it would be this one here. Bronze chest, resource chest as well. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Oh, 1st enchantment for Tony's restaurant. Okay, that's fine. That shouldn't be too bad. That actually should end up being helpful pretty much straight away if I do that. Lady and the Tramp's home. Again, I don't have that just yet. It does need to be the 2nd enchantment though, so I'm not sure. We need to, if we have Joe, we need him to be at a 4 in order for him to help out. Build the beaver dam and have the beaver dam at the 1st enchantment. Okay. So we need 15 of the accordions, and then we need 15 of the ears hats. So Tony's ears hats, the Lady in the Tramp parade float's gonna help, so that's really useful. You can get it for 50 gems or in a pretty cheap bundle. Then we've got Bagheera, a branch to nap on, 6 hours. John Darling, becoming a leader, 6 hours. Trusty and Tramp, treated by a friend, 6 hours. Tinkerbell, visit Princess Fairy Tale Hall, 8 hours. Okay, so I thought Tinkerbell was actually going to interfere with this. That's sort of what I was told. I was a little bit misinformed on that. It's just, it wasn't a conflict. It was actually just, Tinkerbell will have to either go for the brooms for Jacques right now, or, again, like, be, collecting Tony's ears hat. So, right now she's going to be doing the brooms, but until then, yeah, it's not a big deal. The beaver dam, we need to have that at the 3rd enchantment. We need to have Lady, if we want her to help, at a 3. We need to build Lady in the Tramp's home and have it at what enchantment? The 1st enchantment. Okay, so basically in order for things to be helpful, everything needs to be at the 1st enchantment. So I think that is a little bit more reasonable before I end up maxing out this entire collection. It's just whether or not I'm going to be able to do, get it to the 3rd, for example. So I get 3rd enchantment for the beaver dam. That's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see if the drops end up being better or we need less of them. then I would say, you know what, sure. But again, until they sort of realize they need to do some balancing changes with that whole thing, I don't think I'm gonna quite make it there. So that's okay, not a big deal. Now, hopefully you guys are taking advantage of the leaderboard events to actually try and get Jacques, because Jacques is going to be very helpful for the Lady and the Tramp collection. And I'm really looking forward to bringing him in and everything. I know some of you guys already have Jacques, so congratulations to those of you who have gotten him already. I am close. I'm probably about a day or two away. The reason for that is like I'm not planning to like be around tomorrow. I have a hair in my mouth. Sorry guys. I was like, where is it coming from? It's just like one, you know, it's like makes things itchy. Okay, and very much distracting. So I'm not gonna be like around tomorrow to do like a whole bunch of video work and stuff, and so like I might be able to collect and get him by tomorrow, but I won't be able to post probably that video tomorrow. So yeah, like I'm away most of the day. I'll probably stream on Twitch and I'll post like a video, but it won't be Jacques probably until Tuesday. So that being said, like I'm totally okay with that. I'm not like overly worried or anything, but expect the video for that to be on Tuesday, because I will have reached like another milestone reward with the second leaderboard event, which I'll show you guys has literally just started. So right now it's just finishing up the spooky spiders, and then once that happens, then it'll be very easy to talk about the very interesting new leaderboard. Yeah. Now I have got Donald's boat now to the 4th enchantment, which does drop Michael Darling's ears hat. Again, I literally just finished collecting for his ears hats, like literally just did it, and that's at a 9. He's at a 9, so that'll be it unless he gets a costume someday, which I doubt. But it's like, oh my gosh, I was working so hard with Donald's boat, and yeah, it didn't end up being helpful. The one attraction for Mickey and Friends that could have been helpful to me.
It's a sad moment right now.
It really is. That being said, we are moving towards working with other collections and working with the attraction enchantment stuff. I am committing to the Star Wars collection. I'm gonna be making sure that I'm trying to use the attraction enchantments a little bit more. So especially with our like blueprints and stuff like that, making sure I have enough blueprints to do those ones. I think that will probably be the most helpful for me right now, especially because I figure the Star Wars collection and stuff like that is going to be getting additional permanent content at the very least. We could see another limited time event, but most likely we're going to be seeing a lot more permanent content coming from them. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be like, in the next few months, but it could be 2020. If not 2021, I'm sure we'll have a big Star Wars second update for us. But we'll kind of just have to wait and see, what sort of happens there. But I am going to be committing to these Star Wars attractions and stuff like that, making sure that they are actually really helpful. I know there'll be new ones most likely that will be helpful with the newer release of characters and stuff, but I can keep saving for those relics and things like that. So as long as I'm enchanting and everything, I'll be able to keep collecting those relics and everything. So I'll be ready for when that happens. Most likely they're not going to give us a different relic than the Star Wars. It'll just be Star Wars. It'll just be additional stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna make sure I'm saving quite a few of them so that I can kind of do it right away and make it a little bit more useful for me. So as you can see, Tinkerbell right now, visit Princess Fairy Tale Hall. She has the quest for Tony's ears hat, but again, she's collecting brooms just for a little bit longer. Now on to two. I've reached the third milestone. 2 more attraction enchantment chests. All right, let's see if these ones are going to be lucky for me. And I get Splash Mountain. I would be so happy. It's like the only one I'm missing, and it's like the one I've wanted like all along. Okay, so 5 common, 5 uncommon blueprints, and then 10 Wreck-It Ralph relics, and 4 DuckTales relics. So that's interesting. All right. We've got 10 common blueprints, 5 uncommon blueprints, and come on, Lady and the Tramp relics. Come on. Oh, Bambi. Okay, so 4 Bambi relics. I don't really know what my plan is for Bambi and stuff like that, whether like I'm gonna be enchanting stuff. I guess it'll just kind of depend on my blueprints more or less. Once like I start collecting enough relics for it, I'll have to just sort of analyze what I'm gonna be doing about that. Now on to the brand new Frogs Leaderboard event. So let's look at the event rewards. So once you clear 10 of the frogs, you're gonna get 5 bronze chests. When you clear 30, you're gonna get 12 of the brooms and 6 of the dustpans. And then when you hit 50, you're gonna get 2 resource chests. And then at the end, you're gonna get some legendary Beauty and the Beast chests, which is very, very exciting. Not just 1, 2. So this is a bit of an incentive for everybody, whether you have all the collection and stuff like that or not. It will definitely give you something for elixirs. So try and get there, guys. Now, in terms of ranking rewards and stuff like that, this leaderboard event will end 1 day before Jacques goes away. So if you come in the top 500, you are going to be getting some, of your dustpans and your brooms. So you will be able to actually go ahead and clear a couple extra of those swirls that are kind of roaming our kingdom right now that we really, really need to clear away in order to get Jacques. And too, if you want to do well on the leaderboard as well, because there are some good rewards if you do well in that. So again, incentives. I'm doing pretty well on the sand swirls leaderboard, but I know it's a little bit weird. It's you have to kind of be in that top 10 group to really feel the benefit of all the rewards. So hopefully I'll stay there, but once I kind of get Jacques, I may not care as much because I'll be working a little bit more towards Tony. So, Tinkerbell and stuff like that, for example, she's not going to be going for those anymore. She'll just be going to collect for Tony. So it'll be good. And it means that I don't have to set timers for every X amount of hours to be waking up. Sometimes I just keep falling asleep while I'm waiting for Prince Charming or whatever to clear for 6 minutes, or Ham or Goofy, and it's kind of it's just brutal. I'll manage to do 1 and then it's just it's fine. I'm still achieving some of my goals there, but 6 minutes feels like forever in the middle of the night when you're come on, keep those eyes open. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, especially when you're tired. But at least I'm making the effort. So I'm trying to get Jacques as fast as I can for you guys without using elixirs or gems. So I'm doing this as naturally as possible, so that you guys can kind of see that it is achievable and with some time to spare, especially if you do have those Lion King characters. If you don't, and I do see that as being a little bit tricky for pretty much everyone. So I definitely recommend even now, if you want to try and reach a particular milestone or you're close to getting Jacques, open maybe a legendary chest or chest pack. Chest will be 60 gems. Chest pack will be $13.99 for real money. But depends on where you are in the world. It might be a little cheaper in your currency. But and don't forget about the tax, of course, as well. Can't forget about the tax, of course. It's about, I would say about $15, $16 of tax and everything. So just, just keep that in mind, that if you guys do get an iTunes card, I would consider it if you're close to Jacques and you're it's touch and go. Do it. So as you guys can see, I did do one of my Star Wars attractions. I decided to enchant it, so I will talk about that in my next DMK video so that you guys can obviously sort of see a bit more what my game plan is with that collection, and maybe I'll show you guys too all my levels for them and how they're doing, because I think it's pretty important to keep the Star Wars characters moving in terms of their levels and stuff. So I've decided to level up Tramp to a level 3 now. So I did get an extra free gem for doing that. See, this is exactly what a dog's life should be. I agree. He has a pretty sweet life in my kingdom, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we even brought Tony's restaurant here, right away for you. So, he's a pretty lucky dog, if you ask me. I think everybody in my kingdom is pretty lucky. My kingdom is pretty amazing kingdom. So I'm pretty sure everybody's happy. So in terms of these, let's just talk about this really quickly, is the frogs. So they are going for 60-second quests, your characters, okay? And they're clearing these frogs every 2 hours. So I find that just a little bit crazy, to be honest. I think it's a little bit weird that, that the character quests are 60 seconds and yeah, the clearing is 2 hours. It's a little bit strange that way, but it is kind of useful that way, I guess, in some ways. So in terms of clearing the frogs, Woody, Jesse, and Mickey are going to be kind of like your best friends for that. Make sure you don't send them out on super long quests, because I know there are some that each one of them can do that, are going to help you collect tokens for your characters to level them up. But try and keep them available, because we do need them to clear those frogs for 2 hours. Now, in terms of characters that are going to be really useful for collecting the containers and the nets, you're looking at like Buzz and Zurg and Daisy, and so basically those guys are gonna have 60-second quests, for example, and Rex, for example, is another one. They're gonna have 60-second quests, and they're gonna have a chance to drop again, those nets or containers. So again, just keep them around in your kingdom. Again, don't send them out for long quests. That way you guys can do those 60-second quests. And remember too, that the last 30 seconds are free. So really, if you know where they are in your kingdom, it's only 30 seconds for them to do the quest to, get the drops and stuff for that. So should be pretty quick. Again, I think the longest part though is just clearing away those frogs for the 2 hours. So you really need to make sure that it's continuous in order to get the most out of it. So hopefully you guys find that tip a little bit helpful. Again, if you are missing Rex because he is a premium character, and you got a couple extra gems kicking around, or you want to spend your real money on him at some point, now would be the point to do it. Now would be the point in time to get him in here and, make him useful, because he is a useful character with the Toy Story collection. So, may as well get him in there at some point. He is pretty fun. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching another DMK video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give this video a big Mickey thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and of course, hit that bell for post notifications. So thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you for the next video. Bye!